The Bachelor's heading to the GC. I've heard so many rumors, joint Bachelor, joint Bachelorette. What are your thoughts on just the future of the franchise, and do you reckon you'll keep watching?
I think, look, I mean, I think it is a great franchise. There's a lot of success stories to come out of it, but I do think there is a way that people are watching things differently now, and I think it did need a shake-up. I think for our season, you know, for those that watched it, said they actually really enjoyed it and they thought it was great. But
it was the formula was old.
The formula is a little bit old and a bit tired, and things can get lost in the edit. Holly was such a sure thing from the start that they actually didn't show much of our love story at all. So people want to know that stuff. They want to see that, and I think a new format, which I've heard rumors there's a new format going to happen.
Don't you say anything.
I think it's going to be really, really exciting. I think it's the shake-up that it needs. MAFS is such a successful show because people love. Although MAFS has kind of taken a turn down a dangerous avenue, where it's becoming a little bit.
I struggle to watch MAFS, and I think I will struggle to watch Batch this year. I think like we didn't really watch Brooke's season of Bachelorette.
We tried. No, we watched a little bit of it, but
I think we watched 1 or 2 episodes. But I think once you know the formula and you know what happens and you know how little of what you film actually goes into the show. For me as well, I definitely struggled because it was, you know, I dealt with a lot of trauma after the show, and I was really lucky that I had Jimmy. But you know, watching and seeing what the cast go through is really tricky. So in terms of Bachelor this year, though, I reckon we might watch it.
I think it's going to be I think it'll be a great season. I think it's going to have the mix up that it needs, and it's I think it is a franchise that people do. Look, MAFS is great and it's entertaining for everyone. I haven't watched much of it, but I know that. I mean, I got asked to go on MAFS before Batch, and I said absolutely not, because I just don't. For me, it was I had an Instagram message from some, and for me, it was just never going to be something that I could do. It works for some people, but I wanted
you on MAFS.
I wanted to meet someone, and so I think that there's people love watching that stuff, and I think that if Batch, I have a suspicion that Batch will be a little bit more maths-esque, and if that's what people want to watch, that's what they should probably do. Yeah. Will it produce? If it is like that, will it produce as many successful couples?
Yeah.
Maybe not. But is it going to be entertaining? Yeah, it'll be probably more entertaining. So,
I mean, I was going to say, like, I really thought your season was one of the most entertaining ones in terms of the people and the storylines and all that. But the ratings obviously didn't reflect that. Yeah. Like, did you guys care about ratings?
We did. I mean, look, of course, if you go into something, you want it to succeed. But I feel like it was frustrating for us because, like, the launch night was on the finale of Farm Wants a Wife.
The beginning of the Olympics.
Your first episode is on a night where your target market is watching something else. If you don't get people from the start, and then they played, it was during the Olympics as well. And so I feel like there was some frustrations there behind the scenes from the actual producers of Batch. I know one of the execs actually moved on afterwards because I think he didn't agree with the timing of it all. I would never try and trash talk 10, but they know a lot more about me. But I feel like we had everything against us, and for those that watched it, really enjoyed it. But also, I think people were just over the formula. And I definitely a couple of times thought, shit, am I like boring, or like do people not like me, or because I felt like I was.
You hadn't really watched much Bachelor before, and I kept on saying to you because Jimmy didn't really know what the general formula was because he never really watched it. And I said, Jimmy, no matter what, because he would be like, what? I said something really funny to you then, and they didn't air it. I'm like, no, because you were probably saying something that may insult some very small part of the public and they need the Bachelor to be perfect. So it wasn't that, and I probably only got along with about 3 of the girls, but that is not to say that the rest of the cast were bloody hilarious and very entertaining.
Oh yeah.
And so I agree. I think it was the perfect recipe for everything to be great, but unfortunately the ratings didn't represent that. But I think after 9 seasons of the same old stuff, I think it's probably it's time due for a shake-up.
Give it a shake-up. We're excited for everyone, for the franchise, for those going on it. I think they'll have a great time.